I have an order to sell that high, just got filled. Not extremely confident about this one, so only trading one share. I would have preferred a stronger bear breakout. And first trade of the day pretty early, so I don't want to risk too much. Just going for 50 cents. If this bar closes above the prior bar, I'll move my target up to break even. So a pretty good bar there. Moved my target to break even, came down to test it, but didn't fill me. All right, so I ended up moving my limit order, my profit limit order, up a little bit higher above this bull bar, because what I should have done is I moved my limit order up to my break-even price, but then I also should have moved my stop loss down above this bull bar, because I wanted to exit if I got a bull bar closing above the prior bar. That becomes a second entry buy. So I wanted to get stopped out above this bar, but I didn't move my stop loss down. So I quickly moved my limit order up, got triggered, so I ended up taking a 33-cent loss. It ended up coming down to my break-even price. It might even go down to my my profit target. But in these kinds of situations, my stop is far, and so my threshold for what I think is okay is pretty low. All right, this is an interesting trade actually. I had my sell stop order to sell below this bar, and for some reason didn't trigger and started to bounce really aggressively. So as it started to bounce, I started to move my sell stop order up. So I'd only get filled on the sell if the market started to reverse back down. And it didn't reverse down until all the way up here. So I just followed the price up, and eventually it filled me. But now the bounce is really strong, so that increases the odds that I get stopped out. But I got a much better price than I would have gotten had I been filled down here. So I'm okay with getting stopped out because I should have been filled here. And I would have been okay with this trade. This is a type of setup where even if I got stopped out, I would have been confident with it, that I'm comfortable with the setup. So the fact that I got a better price, I was okay, even though I may get it may increase the chances that I get stopped out. But if I did get filled down here, my stop would have been up here. So I would still be in right now had I gotten filled at my initial price, but instead I got a better price. So hopefully this trade works out. I mean, ideally, if you get filled down here, you don't want to see a big bull bar to follow. So definitely decreases the odds of it working out. Ended up getting stopped out. So I lost $1.10 on this trade. So down $1.40 on the day. It was interesting to be in this trade just because I was looking for a second entry sell after the consecutive climaxes here. A broad bull channel all day. We started to accelerate up. And so I was looking for a second entry sell. We got it here, and I would have been triggered, but instead I got a much better price. So I was risking $1.10, but if we did get the swing, I would have made maybe $5 or $6, which is a lot more than I normally make. So I think the fact that it rallied up decreased my probability, but it gave me a really good price so that my reward was much bigger. And I should have been in here. So my stop was up here anyways, and I should have been in down here. So it was still before my stop, so I would have been in the swing anyways, and instead I got a much better price. So overall, the trade I was okay. I'm okay with taking the trade. I'm okay with how I entered. I trailed the sell stop up and let it trigger me. So yeah, I'm okay with everything about that trade. Obviously, the fact that it rallied so sharply decreased my probability, but as I mentioned, it gave me a bigger reward, and I was willing to take it in this situation. So I lost both trades today, but my first trade, it did what I thought it would do, which is I sold here, was going to sell more higher and get out at my first entry. but I was a little bit aggressive on the exit and I exited above the bull bar, but we did end up reversing back down and would have filled my profit order. So um, good idea, but a little bit aggressive on the exit. And I think I learned my lesson for last time. For next time, I'm gonna, instead of getting out above a bull bar because of this aggressive sell-off, I'll wait for 2 bull bars instead. I'll increase my risk a little bit, but it'll increase my probability because I don't think 1 bull bar here is enough after a big sell-off like this. So this one, I won't make the same mistake again. Okay, we have another opportunity here. Bear bar closing on its low. So if it stays on its low, I'll try again to sell below it. Obviously, I don't want to get into a situation where I'm just constantly selling below bear bars. Eventually, it just becomes a trend, and we're not going to reverse. So I can't keep trying it, but it's another opportunity to sell. So this is the last one I'll take. Hopefully we get a swing out of it. It's a little bit messier than I would like. This is the one I was confident about because it was the climax, pause, and then a third leg with a good sell signal. So that's one I was confident about. This one is another opportunity or another attempt to drop. So we got a bear bar closing on its low. So I'm willing to take it. I'm looking to take profits down here somewhere if we get the swing. And I'll exit above any bull bar. I'll exit above this bar if it closes on its high. Okay, I'll exit above. Alright, so clearly didn't work out. Down 240 now. And done for the day. It's very possible that I'm just reaching now, so I don't want to force anything. But yeah, I'll look into this. I feel like this one was okay, and then wanted to try this one just because I didn't want to miss the swing if this is what started it after stopping me out. I didn't want it to then reverse down and then me miss the swing, so I took this one. But I won't take any more for the day because it's getting late in the day and also I'm losing a lot. So at least for now, I do think that they were okay. And like I said, probably done for the day and try to get a good day in tomorrow.